Hey guys. So, as you can tell from the title, we're talking about trust and how you should trust no one. Now, there's this saying where they're like, trust people until they show you different. I disagree. I believe that trust is earned. I am not going to just trust you out the gate. That's not going to happen. Who are you? Why should I trust you out the gate? No, that's not a thing to me. You earn trust, and there's different levels to trust. I might trust you with my life, but not my child's life. I don't know how to explain that. It's just something about, so for example, a different example of trust. I might trust you with a secret that I'm going to tell you about, I don't know, a guy I like or something I did in my past or something. Doesn't mean I trust you enough to go into business with you. There are just different levels to trust, and we need to be a lot more cautious about trusting people. I've always been this way, and I know it has to do with my past. There's been a lot of people who've crossed me, family, friends, relationships. And when you have that as your background, your foundation, it's definitely going to make you a lot less trusting. I don't trust anyone though. No, I'm always prepared for what you might do. You just don't know someone's intentions. You never really do. And I think people have issues with that. They think, because someone has asked me before, like, how do you navigate through life just not trusting people? Very easily, very cautiously. I won't say I'm on high alert. I'm not on high alert, but I am aware. I listen to what people say. I listen to how people act. I listen to how people act. I watch how people act, and I kind of just move how I'm supposed to move. I also think that some people feel like some things are not as big of a deal as others as far as trust goes. To me, if I have a friend who is cool with someone that doesn't like me, and they come back running and telling me things that this person is saying, I can't trust them. They're not a friend. Because why are you sitting in a room with someone who's saying anything bad about me and you weren't coming to my defense? Why are you there? That's not a good scenario. And the whole like going back and telling someone something bad that someone said about them. Why are you telling them that? What does that do for them? Especially if that person's not in that person's life. So trust to me is just, I think that people make it very blanket. They make it very surface level. And for me, it runs so much deeper than that. And people who are very close to me have done things where I don't trust them. So if someone super close can do stuff, why would I let a stranger? But then I was thinking about something too, though. Even though I say that, technically I still am trusting because I've been in relationships with people, and you have to think about this. You're in a relationship with someone, you're sleeping in their home alone. I don't know this person. You could have been dating that person for 3 or 4 months, and y'all are sleeping in the same bed at night. You don't know very much about this person at this point. You ride in the car with a significant other. You don't know what someone's going through, their intrusive thoughts. They could be thinking, I should just run us off this bridge. You don't know. So even though I say I trust no one, technically I have been semi-trusting. I've been in relationships. I've put my life in other people's hands without even thinking about the fact of, you don't know what this person's thinking. You don't know what their intentions are. I definitely think that a lot of times you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. They say that there are more good people than bad in the world. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if they're going off of crimes being committed or if they're going off of genuinely people being just decent human beings. I like to think I've come in encounter with a lot of decent human beings. I've come in encounter with some strangers who were wonderful people. But trust, I just think you need to take a little bit more time when it comes to trusting someone. And I think we all have just jumped in and trusted people immediately for whatever reasons. One thing that I hear people say a lot is, oh, that person's so nice. People have said that about people, and I have been like, and maybe it's because I knew things that they didn't know. I don't know. But the whole blanket statement of someone being nice to me, sometimes it's like, are they nice? Like, what do you consider being nice? And that's why I just said, like, trusting someone because they're nice, trusting someone because, oh, I'm dating this person and he treats me so good. Yeah, they're going to treat you good in the beginning. Trusting friendships, it's really, you have to like lay that out, because friendships can change over time. Someone could have been one way, you know, in the beginning of your friendship, and 10 years later they're a different person. People change. That's why I said there's different levels to trust. How you trust someone, you know, how much you trust them at different times in your life, I think it's a thing. I genuinely do. I don't trust people, like I said, because of past history, but I'm not teaching my daughter to necessarily be who I am. She's 17. She hasn't encountered even a quarter of what I have in life. So I'm not expecting her to treat everyone and do everything like me. But I do tell her, you have to be extremely cautious. She's about to go off to college. You can't just trust your roommate. You don't know that. You don't know that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to this. I tell her not to tell her friends everything. Everyone doesn't have to know everything. I don't care if it's your husband, your mama. Everybody does not have to know everything. There are some things I will literally die with that I've done or that have happened to me. It's going to go with me to my grave. And I think that that's okay. Everyone doesn't have to know everything. And that's not in regards to necessarily trust. I think it's just everyone doesn't have to know everything. They just don't. And my daughter learned that. You know, she learned it semi the hard way with not telling everything. Because I was like, look, y'all are in high school, middle school. They were changing crushes every week. Had a crush on somebody different every week. And she's like, yeah, and then my friends are saying X, Y, and Z, and I'm over it. And I said, this is exactly why you say nothing. Because you're over it, not even interested in this person, and they're still dwelling on it. Everything doesn't need to be said. And to me, this all falls into trust, though, too, because sometimes people know things about you and they want to throw it up in your face for whatever reason. Maybe they genuinely don't like you and you just don't know it. Or maybe they're feeling some type of way about themselves, and so they got to bring you down to their level. But fully, just wholeheartedly trusting anyone, I would say, I don't want to throw a number out there. I don't want to throw a number out there, because then if somebody watches this, they're like, well, damn, am I on that list? I trust very few people, like entirely with everything, very few people. And I think that should be a natural thing. I don't think you should just go around. Like I said, I don't believe in the trust people until they show you different. No, you have to earn this trust. You can't just come in here and just expect me to just spill out everything, do everything with you, tell everything. Absolutely not. It's just not my cup of tea. And I honestly don't think anyone should. I think a lot of times you're caught off guard because you put so much trust in people. And it could be people close to you. Unfortunately, sometimes people close to you, you cannot trust with everything. That's just what it is. So I'm saying all this to say, give it a beat. Watch people. Listen to people. Everyone can't have your full trust. And it is okay to have people earn that trust and not just go in trusting everything all at once. If you like this message, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and comment below if you agree or if you disagree. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. See you guys next time.